Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. Last time we went to the luau, and it actually went pretty well. It went unexpectedly well, considering that I brought the wrong stuff initially, and some pickups on the way there saved my butt, basically. So, yay! We got hearts up with everybody. We haven't quite reached our Bribe Marnie quest yet, but we're getting there. Anyway, the weather for tomorrow is going to be thunder and lightning again, so I'll have to check and see if I've got enough copper to upgrade another piece of gear. And that's what I just clicked. Okay, and then our fortune teller is... The spirits are very happy today. Oh, so this might be a good day to do a mine run of whatever sort. I don't know whether it should be a progress run or a copper run, or maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? Alright, so obviously it's raining, and poor Robin's having to work out in the rain on the house. But it looks like we've got a few things we can pick here. So, let's see. Let me grab the requisite tools for our good mining endeavors here. Let's see. And then our pickaxe. Let's see. I put some bars in the, obviously, in the ore here to try to get some more stuff. We don't have enough. Okay, so we don't have enough copper to make a new tool. It's all right. We can work on that in the mines. All right, let's see. How many geodes have I got? I've got a couple. Nothing really worth particularly writing home about. All right, but we can pick up some maters. Let's see what maters we've got. And I think our melons are actually good to go, too. One thing that I'll mention as I'm picking all this, because I don't have to worry about the crops, fortunately, or like watering them, is I have a new controller. My old controller had been in the process of going out for a while, so I ended up buying a new one. And it's working pretty well so far. I think the brand is Power A. It's a relatively new brand. I hadn't heard of it before. But it's actually an Xbox One controller. So if I ever get an Xbone, I could use it too. And I can also use it for PC. So it's working pretty well. I've gotten another one, but why are some of these picking and others? I must have missed a day of watering some of these others. Okay, but we get some hops, too, from which we can make beer, eventually. Okay, so I got a new controller, so it's working out pretty well so far. I've run it through its paces by playing a couple of games, and it's pretty darn nice. Let's go ahead and put all you guys up here. Okay, so while I'm thinking about it, let's check and see what I need to do to make some stuff. Alright, so for making beer, we would need to have... I'm not sure I have it yet. The preserve jar won't make beer. I need to have something else. Let's see. We've got the mayonnaise machine, which I could conceivably make, I think. And I actually might want to start doing that. Let's see. So 15 wood and stone. Make sure I have that. I've got, plenty of wood and plenty of stone. I think since... Let's actually go and get 30. That'd be 30. And then grab some more of you. And then earth. Do I have 2 earth crystals? Because that's going to be the main hang up on that front. I have sold all my earth crystals, so we can't do this. Okay, well, crap. Alright, so in that case, can we make preserves jar? 50 wood, 40 stone, and 8 coal. Alright. So I know I have both of those, and I got plenty of coal. So let's make a couple of preserves jars and sit them in the house. Alright, so that's going to mean 100 wood total. Sorry about all that. Then, let's see if I can speed up the process here by... Go get all you guys one back. Okay, there we go. Then that... Oops, I need 80, not 100. Okay, so I can put some more of this back here. Alright, there we go. And that should make us, finally... I need 8 coal per. What am I thinking? Good lord. Okay. We can grab a few more of you. That's fine. Alright, there we go. Now we can make 2 of them. So, about freaking time. Alright, now what you want to do with the preserve jars is you want to put your best vegetables... it says vegetables into pickles and fruit into jam. I don't think quality matters as far as the quality of preserve that you make. So you want to put your garden variety crops into it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of hot peppers and put them into our brand new jars, because why not? And where am I going to sit you guys? I guess let's sit y'all over here, I suppose, if I can. There we go. And there you go. And we'll go ahead and get them pickling. And this will increase the amount of money you can make off of this manifold. That's especially good for your higher producing fruit crops already, like strawberries. The main reason I don't want to put these strawberries in is because they're high quality, and I want to keep those for gifting purposes and or taking into the mines. Speaking of going into the mines, let's... Okay, I guess I should have figured out that I couldn't put this in the crock pot in the luau because it doesn't have any sort of energy output. Alright, so our tomatoes are pretty decent for energy. They're not great, but they're decent. Also, speaking of, the crops that I had the most of at that point, cauliflower would have been the best for energy, or for the luau pot. So I'll just have to keep that in mind. Also, hops are unusually good for energy. And I guess it kind of makes sense because beer is pretty good for energy overall anyway. Alright, I think I want to take my common mushrooms and my chanterelle, because those are, I can just find those on the farm. And let's see, winter roots will be good too. And I can have those for plenty of energy, really. So I think with that, I will go ahead and step aside, and I will see you guys. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go between floors 20 and 40. Or, I don't know, yeah, floors 20 and 40, and I think and try to find as much copper as I can. So I'll see you guys there. Well, looks like maybe not the best start ever because we have no copper here, but fortunately with our, well, updated pickaxe, we can get at it a little bit better. This is not updated, never mind. But we can get at stuff easily enough and be able to move accordingly. There we go. That's another good effect of having good luck is essentially an improvement in regards to the ability for you to find ladders to go down quickly. Alright, in the meantime, let's see, what do I want to talk about today to, I guess, make this journey in the mines more interesting? I guess, what I think I want to talk about today is just my own creative pursuits. Oh, hi there, ladder. And how well I feel they're going, and I guess what I feel I can do better. And, of course, some of you are already aware, but I've been doing YouTube since 2014. I started in August of 2014 because I wanted to be more creative. I wanted to see if I could do more to... Oh, there's an earth crystal. I wanted to see if I could do more to kind of be creative, and I enjoy, obviously, video games, so I figured doing something related to that would be useful. And in that process, I found out about Let's Playing, so I decided I was going to do that. I feel like I've done fairly well for myself, although, I gotta be honest, there are times when I feel a little, maybe disappointed with how I've done or haven't done in terms of Let's Playing. Largely because, I mean, obviously you've got your big content creators like the PewDiePies and Jacksepticeye's and others of the world, and obviously they bring in big views and, well, increasingly big money for themselves and their content sponsors, which ironically get as big as even the House of Mouse, aka Disney. So you got them, and of course they obviously drive part of the conversation because, well, they are big components of the Let's Playing / entertainment genre that is YouTube, and of course now Twitch and other places. So, I mean, to some degree, if you measure yourself against folks like that, you're always going to find yourself wanting because, well, they are quite literally millionaires, and of course I am far from it, or really anything but. At the same time, though, that's not really the best standard on which to measure a person in regards to any sort of creative endeavors. Really, the best measure is kind of your own success and how well you feel you've developed as a content creator. And ultimately, there are some things that I feel I could end up doing a lot better. Among them, I still don't feel really satisfied with my commentary, and that has to some degree kept me away from doing certain Let's Plays, particularly Final Fantasy VI. FF6 is my favorite game of all time, but I will not do a Let's Play of it until I am comfortable with my commentary, and I feel that I do a good job as far as not just commentating, but entertaining as well. So there's that. I feel like my video production skills have improved a fair bit, although they could probably use some work too. And I could use some Dougies popping up at some point, guys. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's kind of funny because the YouTube, Twitch business, the Let's Play business, effectively, is very, I mean, obviously self-centered because it is essentially, at least starting out, it's kind of a one-man crew. And then, you know, the bigger channels obviously have more than one person working on them, but still, it starts out as a one-person sort of deal. And for me, it still is. So, it's very much obviously contingent upon almost, I would say, ego to some degree, because your feelings, I suppose, or how you see your own progression in the business can really go down to a lot of the numbers sometimes, and the numbers can get pretty depressing if you pay too much attention to them. I don't know, it's one of those things that I try not to let get to me too much, but sometimes I do anyway, because when you get more subscribers or you get people commenting on your videos and other such things, you feel good generally about that sort of deal, that you're finding people who are willing to participate and to help kind of enliven your channel. That can become a little bit of a trap though, because of some of the videos that are out there, I guess. And it also can become something of a trap because if you get too dependent on, oh well, you know, let's make sure we've got comments and okay, well I've got to make sure that I've got this going or I've got that going, otherwise I'm useless. You can see how that would very much mess with the ego very quickly. And I'll be the first person to admit that my ego is probably a little more fragile than it should be, even as an old fart. I mean, you would think, oh, well, he's a grown-up. He solved all his problems. Nah, that's not really grown-up at all. That's more, I think being grown-up more is the realization that you're the only one who can deal with your problems, or who can, I guess, fix your problems, so to speak. That being said, that doesn't necessarily mean that being grown-up means you've come to realize that, but to me, that's a part of being grown-up, is seeing your problems and understanding that the person that's going to fix them is you, yourself, and well, you. Also, that's a quick staircase. There you go. Okay, so we can mine the rest of the floor for stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'll be the first person to tell you that my ego, my sense of self is pretty fragile at times. Particularly when it comes to kind of the population, or the popularity-based stuff that surrounds stuff like YouTube and Twitch. Not that I regret them in any capacity whatsoever, I'm just saying they kind of are also a window into my own insecurities. Because, I mean, maybe I haven't grown as quickly as I would have liked. I mean, there's no way really to say, okay, how quickly is quickly enough? Because there have been some times when I've had a lot of new subscribers, when I had a lot of people watching my videos, particularly when I was doing, say, Suikoden 2, or other such games. And then there are times when things have grown very slowly, when I've done older games that people generally haven't heard much of. Then it's a question of, okay, well, why are you doing it? You know, who do you think is going to be watching this? And it ends up being a grand total of not much of anybody. That does kind of lead to questions. All right, let's go ahead and nom on a couple of our winter roots here. But really, I think in terms of, and this kind of falls under advice I would give other people who want to do this, is don't let the numbers concern you. And of course, this is advice that I should be taking myself at times. Don't let the numbers bother you so much. Just do what you love and be enthusiastic about it and look into what it takes to make what we would think of as quality content. And I'll be the first person to tell you, my first Let's Plays were not that... Oh, I got an Omni Geode. Nice. My first Let's Plays were not really all that great in terms of quality. Because I'll look back on them, and I've still got them stored on an external hard drive. I'll look back on them, and they're really not that good in terms of, say, particularly the sound quality, both audio and video. I was making Let's Plays with kind of the most easily available free equipment. Or, well, not free equipment exactly, but free software. And it was torturous to try to use it. So I don't know. It made things a little more difficult, but ultimately I had to learn, and I'm very much one who has to learn through doing. I am a kinesthetic learner by and large, so I got to learn through trial and lots of error. And so I've learned a good bit about the process and about trying to kind of make it better, so I feel better about myself in that capacity. All the same, though, I feel like my commentary could be better. I feel like my quality of production probably could be increased a little bit with the time and the resources that I have. Holy crap, where's the exit to this place? I'm not concerned about story progress, but my god, I can't find the exit at all. But all in all, I feel like I've done fairly well. Alright, you. Get out. Okay, suddenly another one. Where did you guys suddenly come from? I mean, I've just been sitting here chatting, and y'all, I guess, were just kind of listening to me until you got bored enough to come attack me. Okay, let's see the last winter route here. I think the end of this floor is pretty much gonna... Whoa. Pretty much gonna be it, unless I happen to find something great elsewhere. I'm finding lots of bugs here. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I guess as far as the overall business of things, I feel like I've done alright for myself. Where I aim to go from here is I want to get better about... Oh, good God, it was here the whole time. Ah, silly me, I forgot. I feel like I could improve, obviously, like I said, quality of production, quality of... Yeah, let's get out of here. My quality of commentary. But I'm excited about where things are going to be going from here, because one thing that I really feel the best about in regards to my Let's Plays and just how I've done is the charity work that I've done with it. And I've done several charity marathons of various sorts of different games, and I feel like that's really where I've done the best, is in those charity marathons, because raising money, obviously, for other worthy institutions is a great feeling, and I've also done some things that I would have never thought myself to do in the space of those charity marathons. For instance, I've run through the entire set of classic Mega Man games in a 24-hour span. And let's see, let's pick up our egg while we're here. Hi. I forgot to pet something today. I also forgot to look at those names too. But I've run through the entire classic Mega Man series in 24 hours. I've gone through the whole of Final Fantasy IX in the space of... Wow, when did I get that? Huh, okay. Cool, I got an artifact that I can donate. So I've done a lot of things that I feel really good about insofar as my Let's Plays and what I've been able to do in terms of any sort of YouTube community, so to speak, or Twitch, well, primarily Twitch community, really, now. Alright, let's go ahead and put a couple of these in the kitty here. There we go. So, I feel fairly good about everything, although I've got to admit, I mean, there are some things, obviously, that I can improve, and, well, of course, anybody who wants to chime in on that, feel free. But I feel like I've done fairly well so far in my Let's Playing and my Twitching, and I hope that that will continue really as we go on. So, thank you guys for indulging me in my little self-quip here. I think tomorrow, obviously, we're going to be doing some more farming, and I'm going to see about building a couple of the... Well, we got enough now we can build one mayonnaise jar, so I want to do that. And since it's thundering and lightning again, if I can get enough copper made, then I think I'm going to put another tool into Clint's shop. It also, to some degree, depends on the weather for tomorrow. So, thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.